Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO Weekly News update, and the first one coming from our new studio. It's awesome, it's big, it's huge, it's super echoey. We're definitely working on how to sort of, make our studio feel a little bit more complete. Mike has been making a lot of awesome update vlog videos on that, so I'll link them down below. Also go check them out anyways on the channel. We're gonna be doing a lot of updates in the new studio. But anyways, this is a LEGO News Week, so the new trailer for the LEGO Movie 2 is now out. I'll be doing a very slight breakdown, basically just kind of talking about it a little bit, my opinion and stuff. LEGO announced a LEGO announced a collaboration with IKEA, which sounds kind of interesting. They're gonna have maybe LEGO themed furniture or just kind of interactive play furniture. I'm not really sure what that's going to turn into. There's Harry Potter sets that we got the first look at this week and a few other things. Anyways, let's jump into the news. So the first story, and probably the biggest one to cover for this week, is the official drop of the new LEGO Movie 2 trailer. It's called the LEGO Movie 2, the second part, and this initial teaser trailer actually breaks down a bit of the main plot points. I feel like it gives away just enough of what the basic bit of the plot is going to focus around without really getting into the end game, so to speak, of what this movie story is really going to break down to. From what they tell you and what you can see in the trailer, it's a few years later. The city, Bricksburg, has pretty much been totally destroyed since the events of Taco Tuesday. The citizens have reverted back into sort of a Mad Max rough and tumble world, aside from Emmett, of course. And then the story is going to kick into gear when we get a new villain. I think it's going to be the main villain, which you can see is a Friends figure. Lots of people get captured. New worlds are going to be appearing, and there's going to be a big old adventure. And it really does feel like, in terms of what I could tell from this first trailer, that the second movie does feel very much like a tonal extension of the first one. It feels like it's gonna really have a lot of the same fun quirks, and personally this was a very good first impression for me. I think this is actually going to be a pretty fun film. I've got sort of my own ideas as to what maybe the story could be focused around. There's definitely some vehicles and settings here that will probably end up as sets, and ultimately I'm very happy. I'm a little bit relieved. We did get some kind of differing information as to how the production was going for this film. I know some people were a little bit rocky in terms of how good or bad the actual sequel is going to be, because sequels are generally notorious for being not as good as the original. Here it looks pretty good. I'm feeling really hopeful that we're going to get a really high quality LEGO Movie 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And while there is a video playing, I might as well switch over very quickly to the LEGO Creator Roller Coaster Designer video. I'm not going to show it to you guys, just letting you know that it's there and linked in the description below. Apparently, the designer for this set has never ridden in a roller coaster in his life. Crazy. Anyways, it's a video worth checking out. And now for some set reveals. We got two new sets revealed from the second half of the Danish calendar. I found this article from Alan Trent at thebrickfan.com, and it comes from the LEGO Harry Potter Wizarding World. This larger set is based on the new Fantastic Beasts line. This is Newt's Suitcase 75952. The minifigures included are going to be Tina Goldstein, Queenie Goldstein, Newt Scamander, and Jacob Kowalski. The beasts themselves look like pretty fun builds. That rhino looks interesting, but the flying creatures definitely feel a little bit more magical. If you can't tell, this set is created in a way that will fold up and look like a suitcase, but then also fold open, and it feels like we've got a little bit of a house setting, some interior as well, which is definitely a very creative way to put a set like this together. Never actually watched the original film or read the new book or anything, but this does feel very fun. And then also found in the same catalog was the Harry Potter Aragog's Cave set number 75950. This guy making an appearance in the Chamber of Secrets. You can still see that Harry and Ron have the short legs. That I think was a good creative choice. It's a little bit more accurate, but certainly the creative choice that is the best is the build for Aragog himself. He looks way better when you compare him to the 4724 equivalent set that came out quite a while back. The difference in quality for the build of the spiders is absolutely night and day. Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, I would suggest everybody get to this set because we have some awesome spider pieces molded in brown, and you can also scare the heck out of your friends with Aragog himself. I feel like he looks good enough to play a cruel prank on a friend, significant other, or a family member, so I highly encourage that. Also, doesn't this kind of look like Lucas the Spider? Comments in the comment section below. Okay, moving on. Now, last week there were some catalog pictures from the Frozen Brickheadz set. Now, there are officially better pictures for both of the characters, which, you can check out the link in the description below, but now we get our first look and a much better look at the Ariel and Ursula set. This Brickheadz set I'm looking forward to just because the characters are a little bit more classic. We get a lot of really fun colors for them. The build for the hair on both of the characters is great, and they each have a unique bottom, of course, because Ariel is a mermaid and Ursula is a squid or an octopus. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the new Brickheadz builds. I, for one, am down with the Brickheadz line in general, and I think these two characters in particular are some of the better ones we've seen throughout the year. And then this last new set reveal came from a Korean catalog showing the updated Las Vegas architecture set. This time not including the Mandalay Bay, but instead the Bellagio Hotel with the fountains in the front. Personally, I think these architecture builds are always really solid, Las Vegas being no different from the rest of the line. And now, according to a Korean site, IT Chosun, there is a possible release date for the new Voltron Ideas set, which should be set to August. You can see it right there in the title. It says Lego Way Super Robot Voltron Burik Halvol Hanguk Sangyu. Wow, I have not read Korean in a long time, but that last part says it arrives in August, at least in Korea. Also, in case you were wondering, there is a rumored set for prices, which is $179.99 in Euro and $199.99 in the States. And so far, I think it is the #1 set I'm looking forward to coming from the Ideas line. Now, when it comes to the last bit of news, I sometimes do this in the episode where I kind of put the most interesting thing, at least for me, right at the very end. There isn't a whole lot to report with this just yet, but Lego and IKEA have announced that they're going to be working together in the future. It's an interesting idea for sure. It's hard to say exactly how this sort of added play and creativity is gonna flesh out. I've got pictures of different types of Lego themed furniture kind of flashing in front of you guys, but that has almost nothing to do with what the actual announcement really is. Essentially, in the official statement, they talk about how they want a little bit more play. Parents want more play with their kids. Kids want to play more with their parents, and I think they're going to think of fun and creative ways to maybe have innovative furniture or certain types of interactive things in your house that could be played or taken apart, put back together. I don't know if it's going to come in the form of brick-built chairs or something like that. Maybe it will. We really just don't know. Not at this point, at least. Unfortunately, this is just the initial announcement of them working together, and they aren't going to be coming to market with anything new for quite a while. It says not for a couple years. We'll probably be getting plenty of updates about what this is going to look like closer in the future, but in the meantime, I guess you guys can sort of speculate and guess as to what they think they might be coming up with and sort of working together to create things. I know a lot of people equate IKEA and Lego in a similar sense just because you have to build a lot of the IKEA furniture. There's probably going to be some type of building aspect to it, but outside of that, I'm really kind of stumped. I don't really know what direction they're going to go in. So if you've got any ideas about what it could look like, let me know. And speaking of ideas, let's jump into Lego Ideas. It's a site in which you submit a Lego creation in hopes to having it become an official Lego set, and this week in particular has a lot of really fun builds I found, especially from the staff Pics section. And right now, one of the top trending sets that I think looks like it could be a lot of fun is the Artists of the 21st Century set. It's basically 4 different vignettes featuring Frida Kahlo, Andy Warhol, Pablo Picasso, and Salvador Dali. So it absolutely wins on the creative side, or at least the promotion of creativity, and it feels like it could get approved sort of on the grounds that the Women of NASA set went through the approval process, I think, pretty quickly. And this vignette style build was also somewhat prevalent in the Ideas set for the Big Bang Theory. What I think really works here for this set is not only do you get the minifigs, of course, for these famous artists, but you get to see them in their sort of natural environment that is their art studios. Dali kind of looks like he's trapped in one of his own paintings a little bit, but who knows, maybe that's what the inside of his apartment or studio looked like. Anyways, I believe the set would probably come with some great original prints to show off the artwork, and they would make for excellent little display pieces and have some clever little build styles for furniture on the inside that I think a lot of people would appreciate. Anyways, this is the one that I think is worth supporting this week, but honestly, check out the staff Pics as well as the popular this week and go into the Discover section. Lego Ideas always has some interesting builds that pop up. All right, that is it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. We've got a web store as well that sells custom mock creation instructions. And that is going to be it. Top 10 mocks tomorrow that Mike is putting together right now. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.